Ecojin here, partnering up with Vegeta 15 to bring you a video commentary match. What you're about to watch is a top 8 cut game from Event 11 between Manic and bluepressure. Manic is using a Gohan Saiyan Energetic deck, while bluepressure is using a Piccolo Black Conqueror deck. Under normal circumstances, top cut games would be played best 2 out of 3, but we're giving you just the first match as an example. If you can't read a card, or if things get too fast for you, feel free to pause the video, or you can look it up in our card library at DragonBallZOCG.com.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Card, card, card. Hey, why can't we see the cards?
He hasn't got his hand revealed. I think at some stage in the match, one of them has their hand revealed, or both of them.
Lazy boys. So it looks like he put in some scalp maneuvers and some haymakers. He's putting in a Goku's Heart Disease and some option punches.
Yeah, the scout maneuvers are probably going to be getting rid of one of Piccolo's key cards, like Piccolo's Multiform or Piccolo's Controlled Strike especially.
Wouldn't be a bad way to go.
And of course stuff like Black Body Destruction's never bad to remove either. So it's a really good card to put in against this deck for sure. There we go, we can see Manic's hand now.
You happen to know if this is pre-errata or post-errata?
Depends which errata, really.
Most recent CRD, honestly.
It's pre that. This is quite an old game.
Oh, okay.
A couple of tournaments ago.
Fair enough.
So, Manic's passed the turn and rejuvenated.
Yep.
And bluepressure's just played Earth 5 and Earth 3.
Oh, for the love of God.
And he's made Manic activate his Miri Sensei. It's probably
Both times.
Probably
and he
saved
drew
him.
the terrible wounds he put in there.
Yep. I'd
This
say
is-
stopping those balls could have saved him a lot of damage that turn, although he is holding Time as a Warrior's Tool. But of course, Piccolo's Controlled Strike would easily destroy that hand.
It's not looking good at the very beginning of the match.
Of course, Piccolo's Controlled Strike gets around his Gohan level 1, so that's also another bad thing for Manic at the moment.
Very true. Scout maneuver, too. Ouch. This is going to be interesting. Option punch, controlled strike,
There it is.
and front kick.
Option Punch is obviously very good against Energetic because it slows it down.
Yep.
And there goes Terrible Wounds dealt with.
And option punch. Denied.
No more anger for Manic, but he has Time as a Warrior's Tool to make sure he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, doesn't look like he has any focused abilities other than his level 1.
Interesting, used Option Punch before the Controlled Strike. Maybe that was a slight misplay considering what's just happened, but...
Well, kind of. Because if he did an option punch, then Gohan would be level 2 by now, wouldn't he?
He would be. Yeah, because the other card would have given him 2 anger.
Yep.
So, yeah, in a way. It's an interesting
It's one of
thing.
those choices you kind of have to make on spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Did he just lose 2 tactical prowess? I think he did. And he had the
Indeed.
last one in his hand. He just lost all 3 of those.
At least for him, it's not a key card in this matchup. Although, there is a drill just being played.
Oh, Gluttony gets to keep 2 cards a turn.
Manic
For those of you-
draws some cards and passes.
For those of you who are watching and thinking, wow, this is going way fast, this is not really the speed of a normal matchup for most people. These two are just really used to these cards.
The video's also been sped up to make it easier to watch and stuff. A lot of the time taken to think between moves is taken out of it.
There you go. Oh wow, yeah, he drew a pretty good hand right there.
Yeah, battle pausing, arm throw, and the other attack there, I've forgotten its name. They can all draw him more cards, and of course with his power, he's got quite a powerful hand.
Piccolo just drew both option punches in the last couple of combats.
Oh, Black Body Destruction. That hurts combat a lot.
Can't perform energies. Not gonna hurt Manic too much. All of his abilities at this moment, at least for the most part, are physical, save for his level 2's ability.
And now Manic's looking at the top 2 discards in case he wants to battle pausing. And not amazing, so he just passes.
Okay.
Piccolo puts his controlled strike back with his main personality power and deals another 4 life cards in a stage, in fact.
Not too bad.
There are some better cards for battle pausing, so.
And now it's time to grab some cards. Lots of anger-based cards, but unfortunately for him, his anger's still locked down.
Very lucky he had that option punch.
Yeah. Locking down anger in an Enerjack deck is essential in general.
That gains him some stages, which will help.
Yep. Decides to hold on to his last card there.
He's not at full though, so he won't get to draw from this, but it does put him at full because of the other ability of it and his mastery.
Which is really good considering the amount of damage he's recently taken.
It sets him up for next combat too because he's at full and Piccolo's at 0. So Manic enters combat and he's got a solid hand again.
Pivot kick, Spirit Bomb, Black Axe Intercept.
Just looking at what Blue Pressure's had to draw, it's not the greatest hand ever. No physical blocks there, and unfortunately he had to draw an energy, which he's not going to be able to perform.
Yeah.
Which just shows his lack of options in his top 6, I think. Having to draw a card like that. Now Manic's got his anger going with Saiyan Vegeta's cross chop.
Yeah, he's going to jump up in levels this combat, very obviously. Actually got a block here. So he's going to force a discard.
It's not because of the Garlic Juniors he performed before, which is a good thing for Manic.
Yep. Removes top 3 from the game and deals 4 and 2.
So Blue Pressure was holding that back until I think he grew a level just because he knew that he'd be better off waiting so that more damage effectively would get through.
It's a good use of the beef. Even though it's his last card, it does prevent his opponent from gaining any stages when he's at 0.
Yeah, it locks him down next turn and sets him up for the next few turns, I think. End of his next turn, so Blue Pressure's in big trouble here, taking a lot of damage.
Looks like Manic's got about 30 cards left in this deck. Not sure how much Blue Pressure's sitting at right now, but it's probably 25, so not too significantly lower.
So both players just pass, and some more non-combats come out for Blue Pressure. So Beef's worn off now, so Blue Pressure can power up his Piccolo.
Blue is holding onto that multi-form, though, which can be a tide turner.
Earth Dragon Ball 3 gets removed. No, goes to the bottom. He doesn't want to play it.
Okay.
Manic. Probably because Blue Pressure has 2 Muri Senzos left and Manic has none, so perhaps he didn't want it to be captured, or because he wouldn't get an ability out of it. Now Blue Pressure plays his Earth 3 again, for the second time in the game.
Yep.
Quickness drill.
He's getting a good amount of hand.
Both players here have pretty solid hands, so could be an interesting combat.
Good move attaching that.
Definitely got to keep him off level 5 to stay in the game, really.
Oh yeah.
And there's the multi-form. Let's see what he draws. He removes his shadow memories and draws another card. And he gets a black sidekick from it.
Not too bad of a card, especially for Conqueror.
So decoy salvo, is it? Decoy salvo? Uses that to do some removal of opponent's discards and some rejuvenation. So that was a good card to multi-form.
After Image Evasion.
Now that could hurt Piccolo because he's not got that much stages, and if he has to take an attack, he might be locked down.
He's got a good amount of blocks that give him anger, though. Just grab a Gohan name card.
He has to remove the Garlics.
Yep.
And Blue Pressure puts back an energy, a block, and another block.
Looks like he didn't have a Gohan name card, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a good draw.
Stop all. And there's no kick effect floating, so this could actually save him this combat.
That was a very good draw for Manic. Of course, drawing a card because he was at full. And Blue Pressure in the chat just says, wow, that was a pretty good draw.
There's the arm throw, which will draw another arm throw.
And Blue Pressure's out of blocks, so he has to take it, and he's getting low on stages, so
yeah.
Once he does this energy here, he's not going to be able to do much else.
Looks like Man's going to take the 7 and 2.
Yep, the energy hits hard.
Of course, that's what Conqueror does. It just pumps up all of your damage.
Blue Pressure's kept his drills in play. This is a play mistake. They're actually supposed to be discarded, but I think they'll pick up on it before they're used at all. So
yeah, it's not really affecting combat too much right now, since one's entering combat, one's at the end of the turn.
Manic peels off a cross punch, and Blue Pressure's down to just 14 cards, and he's capturing the ball 5, which Muri Sensei is activated.
Yep.
Down to 12 cards, in fact.
12 to 18.
So it's a pretty close game, and it's really going to depend on who gets the best cards at this stage of the game, really. Manic enters on just 3 cards, and Blue Pressure's going to have 4, so he's obviously confident about his hand.
Blue Pressure just used the drills that aren't supposed to be there.
Indeed, he just used Quickness Drill, which isn't supposed to be in play. Interesting.
Oops.
Just looking at his hand, though, he drew an energy block, and I don't think it's going to matter here. Oh, Sphere on buffer block, that's a big move.
Yep.
That damage ends the game.